Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we're back here on the Citadel server hanging out in West Hill, deep in the heart of the keep, underneath everything, and we are going to figure out what we're going to do today. We did a list yesterday, we messed around in some rivers, and today we're going to pick something from the list, which I think is in the box in my inventory somewhere. There it is. I think I want to do the front tower. I'm also debating whether or not I should just keep on working on the river and seeing if I can finish that, but I also kind of want a break from being underwater. Hope everyone's having a good Friday so far. Squeal it, hello, good to see you. Oh, Boo, Blast Jordan, SweetSandi, good to see everybody. So one of the things we were working on was this area here, where the plan is to have a nice little path going down here to a little bit of a wharf. And already I can see a couple things I'd like to change in terms of getting rid of some of this taller grass. So yeah, maybe we'll just keep on working on this area so that it doesn't get lost in the shuffle. And as I mentioned yesterday, the other thing that's on my radar is changing the top of the main tower to be a bell tower. So there's a bell tower like this on each of the four corners or four cardinal directions. And then the one up top here doesn't have one. There it is there. So that was one of the very first things that we built. And I want to change it so that it has a bell tower. I've not updated anything. We're still running 1.20.1. All the mods should be ready to go. I just haven't had a chance to update the data packs yet. Probably going to need that one. Grab that. And we'll bring that with us. Don't know about the mud. And anything else? Oh, we're gonna need some wood. Should be good, I think. I don't think we're gonna need any stone, and if we do, we'll have to come back for it maybe. Oh, I'm gonna need some stone to do underwater stuff. That's right. All the different boxes that you need when you're doing details. Word Nerdifry, subscribing at tier 1, 18 months, year and a half. Thanks ever so much. Sorry for the repetitive shulker box opening. I think that's good. If I've forgotten anything, we'll have to come back. Yes, happy Friday indeed. It's been a long week, man. I'm happy to have it. I've been busy doing work, so I'm not complaining. But I went from having like a solid 2-week vacation, you know, over Christmas, to a very busy work week. The shock was real. Backpack maybe over there. Bones. Gonna need a bed and a shulker box and an ender chest. Ender chest. Sweet. So the thing that I want to work on is East River Banks and points of interest, the East River Wharf. What we're going to do. MDocs25, first time tuning in, coming in probably from Spawn Chunks, I would imagine. Thanks very much. Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Elder Shots, we've got a storm coming in tomorrow, which brings me to mention that we may have a stream tomorrow. We should. The plan is to have a stream tomorrow, but if power goes out or there's a problem, then if it doesn't happen, then you know why. Let's go look at a couple of other wharfs that I have, just to kind of get a feel for them. I think everything on the Westdale River over here is stone, so I think we've got to go over to the other area. The fishing village here. That was a zombie. Where are you? Oh, you're stuck in a boat. So I've got some wharfs over here that I like. They're a little simple. I do like this one, but I think it might stick out a little bit too far for what we're looking for. It's kind of fun. I think the real one I wanted to look at is over here. Yeah, not overly big. I like this little feature. It's mostly trapdoors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is pretty cool too. I think there's a bed in here somewhere. First day back, it ended up being a snow day. Wow. There was another wharf that I did recently. It was over here. I think we finished it, but it was pretty simple, and I think I want to make a fancier one than this. I like that side part though. That's pretty cool. It's almost the same size. Yeah, maybe I'll steal that. Those are the things we'll need. And might bring some stripped dark oak, some barrels. Looks like we just need to make more barrels. And some fences. I don't know if we're going to need a hanging sign or not, but we'll try to grab one. Do I have fences? I don't have any fences. Wow. And, oh, I do have fences. It's gates that I don't have. Right? Right. I think that's probably it for that part. I guess we'll need some rooted dirt, brown, concrete powder, coarse dirt. I use soul soil most of the time. I don't know where my extra packed mud is. Oh, the back and forth of a new project. There's always something that you forget to bring with you. Player head blocks work well for small builds like that? Oh, absolutely. Yeah. They're really, really subtle, but really effective, I think. Packed mud. Wherefore art thou packed mud? There it is there. That's a whole shulker box that's not being used. Okay. So I think I said before that I didn't want to push it out too far into the river because I like the way that the river is curved. So I think that this part here is probably going to end up being wharf. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's do at least those. And we'll start off with these for now. I think this might end up being... This is probably going to be the post, I guess. Trying to think about what side the post would make sense to be on. Yeah, probably there. Guess I should have brought some scaffolding. Mini blocks are your favorites, this Squealet? Yeah. Yeah, I like them too. Oh, the jack-o'-lantern doesn't have a mini block? That's weird. Does the jack-o'-lantern become an entity? No. So over here we can probably make this a slightly more interesting shape. And I'm going to change this up a bit in places as well. I think maybe we'll extend this to maybe here. I feel like there should be a spot to maybe hook up a boat or something. And then this would probably come back this way. Yeah, and then this path could kind of like trail off over in this side. I don't think I want to get rid of this, but we might change it to be bushes instead of a proper, like instead of a hill. Might be more fun to have that pulled back a little bit. And then back here, maybe we'll push this back. Oh, there's a cave there. Maybe one more. Still a little bit funky looking, but we can maybe mess with that a little bit. I think maybe these could be trapdoors. And this is definitely not going to be path block. Not going to be mud either. I have to be careful with some of the textures I put in here, because if any water gets on the concrete powder, it'll turn it into concrete solid. So, gots to be careful. McScrewgunn, what's up? Thanks very much for the sub. 33 months. Lucky number 33. It's coming up on 3 years. Holy smoke. So we need to have some more texture variation, that's for sure. Maybe I can put the darker block back here. I do find that the soul soil looks a little bit like wet sand. Just get some soul sand too. 3 years indeed. You don't look a day over one. That's good to know. You haven't seen me in a minute. The beard is long and full of white. I might actually like that better. Just not at the same time. That's kind of cool. Looks like wet wood. Speaking of, we can actually do that on this side. I don't really have much of a plan for this. I'm kind of winging it. Hopefully I don't move this. Kind of getting ahead of the game here. I say all that, and that might actually be better if it was a dark oak piece. Or maybe we could put this here. That's kind of cool. I wonder if we could do that on both sides. Wonder if the other one, I guess it wouldn't quite be the same function. But if we replace that with signs, that could look cool. They don't hook up, but I could move this. I could put this up here. I could put one of those little mini blocks on top of it. Doesn't look as good with 2 in a row, weirdly. I think it might need to have something other than this underneath it. I know, it looks okay. And they don't attach to these at all, do they? No. That's not bad either. I'd have to choose whether I'm going to use it as a sign or whether I'm going to use it as a as like a railing. I don't mind that. We might want to try to change the top color to something else. Yeah, if we did that, we'd have to remove this and change it back to something else. All right, I need to get a little bit of texture going on. So I have to go back and get my oak, I think. MindTripMedia with 100 bits. Thanks ever so much. Yeah, I need some oak. I need some stone walls as well. Those are going to be over here. Oak box is over here. Anything else that I was missing? I don't think so. Oh, mini blocks. That's oak wood, cut stone, and mini blocks. The Nookie subscribing with Prime, 9 months. Thanks very much. That's the Fire Keystone badge. Very much appreciated. Yeah, that does make it look more like a wharf, but I feel like it's strangely kind of like out in the middle. Nope, don't go away. Word Nerdify with 100 bits and Squeal It with 100 bits, kicking off a hype train. That's the second hype train in a row. Had one yesterday too. Thank you ever so much, folks. There are new hype train emotes, as I have come to discover. So if you'd like to participate, you can check things out by using 100 bits, a Prime sub, which is free with your Prime membership, or a Tier 1 sub. All of which helps me stream more often. Yeah, let's get rid of this for now. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's try that dark. Probably better contrast. We've got GrandpaCrafter and SweetSandi jumping in with 100 bits, getting in on the emote action. No, I don't know. That's not right either. We may have to go with something else. Maybe a barrel. Barrel might look good there. It just needs to be something more detailed than the spruce that's currently there. Oh, that's better. I like that little side detail that I had. Yeah. John B. composters are usually a good option as well. I do find them a little on the red side. How many? Yeah. So compared to barrels and spruce, I do find them a little bit orangey. Oh, they work fantastic with jungle wood, actually. Do I have... I've got an example of that somewhere. Hold on. I'm sure that I've done that somewhere. Over here. This one? Where is it? Oh, maybe it's back here. Oh no, I thought I used composters up there. Guess I didn't. I could have sworn I've used composters somewhere around here. Oh, there they are. Yeah, the whole roof is composters. But there's no jungle. It's a mix of composters and dark oak, because the darker part of the composter goes really well with the dark oak. There's some there too. Got 39 seconds left to jump in on that level 1 hype train. SweetSandi with 500 bits. Thank you so much. Brings us up to 80%. Wondering if it's going to be worth it to change the tone a little bit. A little bit clearer anyway. Oops. That's pretty good. So in here, we can start to pepper in a little bit more texture. And could probably squeeze in some stripped dark or stripped oak there, because I just removed the other one. Stripped spruce, sorry. I'm not sure whether to keep all of these in a row or whether I should start breaking them up. Kind of like the idea that it's got like a structural bit here, a structural bit there, and a structural bit there. So maybe this should be a full block like this. Maybe we can switch these around. This is the nitty-gritty stuff that always takes a little while. I think that looks okay. To fill some of those up, I guess. feel like I want a darker piece of earth there. Maybe the soul soil can go there. So I use these to try to break up, you know, the monotonous of a single texture, but also sometimes it helps when you have like a stair or a ledge to try and create some color contrast so you can see one side to the other. No, campfires, I don't have, they don't have like the same wood texture. I think what it's missing is a border, and I think it'll get that when I start to put in some bushes. And I can't say that I'm in love with this. If that connected better, it would make more sense. Wonder if an upside down stair would help. It might not look that good. Worth a try. I don't have a favorite hermit. I watch, I guess, about half dozen. Oh yeah, that doesn't work. And really, it's only when I have time. Yeah, I don't know. The more I look at that sign, the less I like it. I think that works. A good point of interest. I think it would draw someone down here to take a look around. Can maybe break this up a little bit. Yeah, that helps a bit. I almost want to put another one in here. What other texture could that be? Maybe the oak instead? Nope. I think I liked it better before. Yeah, it's a pretty solid effort. Do I want to try to add more up that way? Actually, yeah, you know what? I like that. Well, we could try a sign there too. How are we doing for lighting? There's a lot of nope over there, and everything around here is pretty well lit up. There's only a couple little spots. Nice. Take it easy, the Nookie. Have a good one. Practice Patoons. Appreciate you coming by to say hello. Yeah, I'm on the fence about either a sign there or the trapdoor. I think the sign has more shape variety, so we'll go with that for now. Unless I drastically change my mind. Maybe we'll mimic the same thing over here. All right, so now I need to use a bucket and waterlog some of those. Squealer, thanks. Yeah, I'm trying not to overlight things. The crappy part about this is that on the map, it reads as blue, which is annoying, but it removes the weird water texture from down here. So now I just have to be careful where I want to put the brown concrete powder. So I could put it here, I think. And we'll soften that up with a bush, I think. And then over here, we can probably get away with a little soul sand. Oh, that's soil. I want to go back and look at the marsh runoff because I know that I did something very similar with the marsh runoff. I don't think I used very many different kinds of blocks though. Nope, just path, packed mud, and rooted dirt. Say that works pretty well. I might want to see what this looks like as grass. I think that looks all right. This is slowly getting nulled down to nothing, but I think we're going to turn that into a, a bush. Zyler was taken. Hello, welcome in. Thanks for saying hi. And True Purple, Tier 1 subscription, 59 months, almost pushing 60. Thank you so much, True Purple. Great to see you. Thanks very much for the sub. Are things true and purple in your world? All right, I think we can change our attention to the path a little bit. And mostly this is just going to be rooted dirt and where'd my concrete powder go? Oh, there it is there. Weird. I totally didn't see it. I think I might switch these to be packed mud and then rooted dirt on the end. So again, this is going to help define the levels. So you can see there's a little bit of contrast there. That helps separate the fact that you're going down. It doesn't just look like a big pixel mess. And I tend to put these darker ones in the corners and places. So this is all slabs. I might be able to get away with a spruce slab in there. As if someone had laid planks down to help reinforce the hill, maybe. Not everywhere. You had to bring a hairdryer out to get your car doors open yesterday. I have had to do that before. Oh, winter. Ain't she fun? In a weird and scary turn of events, I walked to and from the gym yesterday in a hoodie and track pants because it was like 7 degrees here. In January, in Nova Scotia in Canada, that is unheard of. Like that shouldn't be a thing. It's scary that that's a thing. It should be minus 20 right now. We're 25 degrees warmer than normal. Well, maybe not minus 20. Minus 20 would be an extreme day, but minus 10 should be like the average temperature this time of year. And we got something crazy like 50 millimeters of rain the other day. I wouldn't mind if it was going to be, if we had more snow, because without any snow this winter, or without enough snow this winter, it's a real problem for spring forest fires, right? Even from over here, that looks a lot better. I think I'm out of rooted dirt. And that sucks, because it's really hard to get. I don't think I added a data pack. I want to add a data pack where you can make rooted dirt. I guess we have to grow azalea trees. Well, I need to take a break anyway, so I'll have to look at that when I get back. If you're new to the channel, folks, I take a break once an hour. It is about that time. I'm going to step away and reheat the old coffee, grab another glass of water, and I'll be back in 5 or 6 minutes. All right, let's go look to see if we have any rooted dirt back in the storage. If not, I'm not sure what I would do. I mean, I guess we could just grow some azalea trees. I could go back and see if there's any rooted dirt at Dartmouth Meadows, but like it's a long way to go for like what's probably going to be 4 or 5 blocks. Probably faster just to grow the azalea trees here. If I was azalea, rooted dirt. I'm going to bring that back with me anyway. No. Nothing up my sleeve. Oh, it's Cosmic Dancer. Oh, look. Rooted dirt. Oh, wow. And they're gone. The dirt fairy dropped off some rooted dirt. I didn't even realize Cosmic was around. That's hilarious. Well, thank you, Cosmic. The invisible dirt fairy, yeah. Well, they were invisible for a moment. The Druid Gen, I would have to mine a lot more blocks if it wasn't for generous server members like Cosmic. Alistair, too. I've had to go get honey and other things from Alistair. Although it's kind of a give and take, because I think there are things that Cosmic... I can't remember what it was that Cosmic needed. Flowers, or there was something that I had like a couple of stacks of that I dropped off recently. So we end up trading back and forth quite a bit on the server. We don't have like a diamond economy. Like we don't have like a shop. We have a shopping district, but like it really, it's never really used in that way. Most of the time we just kind of barter, or honestly, just people are just so nice. They just bring things along whenever. So that's all slabs. And I think what I want to do is maybe try to do a little bit of stonework in there. Yeah, like I feel like that could be a mossy brick slab. And then maybe we'll just make this a regular slab. Do we only have one of those? No, looked better before. I like this little kind of section that it makes. Cool. If only we had cracked stairs. I think we might actually want to put a brick there. Speaking of cracked bricks. I don't think I brought the bricks. Nope. thought I had harnesses around somewhere. There we go. One piece of coal does 8 things, right? Mm. I like that it defines this archway better. There we go. I think that worked out. I think the way you guys interact is just playing together instead of competing is one of the reasons I enjoy seeing content from the server so much. Oh, that's cool. Thanks, Meadow. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know that there's much competition in places like Hermitcraft because it's all like friendly competition, right? But I know what you mean. Like, you know, there's not really someone trying to have the most diamonds or be the richest on the server. I think the other thing that helps with that is that it's not a very balanced server as far as playtime goes. Like, I spend way more time on the server than anybody else because I'm the only one that streams nearly full time, right? Everybody else has full-time jobs and families and other responsibilities. So like they stream the odd weekend, you know. I think next to me would be Steven, but I don't know if he's been, I don't know if Steven has streamed yet in the new year. I know he returned in the fall, I want to say. As did Alistair, but I don't think either one of them have had a New Year stream. All right, I think that's pretty good for the texture on the path. I don't think we need to do anything else. So now we got to switch gears and start doing plants and stuff. All right. Round concrete powder, that goes back there. I very much sort my shulkers by type, but sometimes I wonder if it would be better to do it by color, like all the blocks that are the same color be in there. But I think by type more often than not. don't think we're going to need any drip leaf. Definitely going to want some azalea bushes. Did I bring the whole thing? No, I didn't, did I? I am woefully low on azalea. Crap. I mean, I have some, just not here in this section. It's back at the keep. That's fine. And I'm going to need probably muddy mangrove stuff. All right, quick trip to get azalea box. There it is there. Oh, bring those back too. Slowly but surely, all of my shulker boxes are ending up way back over here again. Should refill this little section here first. And carpets. And I don't think there's much more. I do want to take another quick look at that wharf over here. I feel like I had more stone bits going on. Yeah, there was I knew there was something I liked about this. I like that, the stone top part of it. So I just have to make it a larger lantern thing, I think. Yeah, it looks like fence gate. Okay. Big Bad Wolf, good to see you. And Druid Jen, I don't know if I saw you come in. Yeah, let's fix that now. We have fence gate. So it looks kind of funny until you put the finished piece on, which is this. So those are polished andesite mini blocks, part of the Vanilla Tweaks data pack. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, so one of the things I think this is missing is a nice edge here. So I think what we're going to end up doing is putting in. Oh, there's a. Problem here. What else do I need more? Maybe I just need to build this up a bit. I think this was like a wide open cave that I covered up. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Let's move you back to here. This just make my life a lot easier. Sweet. Now, do we want to go up? Yes. So maybe what we should do is have that there, that there. And then we'll bring in some grass and some ferns. And then one of the tricks that I like is using moss carpet to help give an edge to some of the things. So because it's got that little bit of geometry, that little pixel, gives it a nice defined edge. So you can see how like there's now like a real border between the wharf and the grassy area. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. Need some bone meal. We work our way up. Ready for a boat to come by. Yeah, that's one thing I've not done. I've not actually put any boats in the rivers. I guess I could try that. Yeah, I've got one just eating up space. It's probably going to be better to use a dark oak one, but this is the one that I have built, so we'll try that. So hard to get them to look the way that you want. They don't nudge the way that you think they should. Could make a chest boat. Could make a you're right. Yeah, could make a chest boat. That might make it stand out a little bit better. I wish that you could tie stuff up. Like I wish that leads worked the way that we all want them to. That looks fine like that. Actually, this might be good as a bush. Use that technique before to soften up the edges of things. Whoops. Not what I planned. So I might not need it there because of the path blocks. So maybe we'll save it for that location there. Yeah, I think that works out quite well, actually. So then it's just a matter of filling in the rest of the hill, really. I think what we'll do is we'll start with the edge here. I know I've mentioned this before, but a lot of the time I find the easiest thing to do with this kind of situation is do the borders, like do the important thing that you're going to see when you're walking down a path. You know, do the important stuff that you're going to see as you're walking along the road here, and then fill in the rest. And it looks like really I'd already started doing a little bit of corner work here. Yeah, it's kind of natural to want to tie a boat to things. Oh yeah, you definitely want to tie up a boat, to moor it. You know, I think that would be any kind of angled thing in Minecraft is always really cool. You know, and I feel like just having ropes and stuff would be a really cool thing to add to the game. You can see even here, like having that extra bush here, like adds an extra bit of like layering, you know, as you walk by. Like if you're coming this way, you can clearly see it, but then if you're coming this way, it's sort of like a, you can clearly see the wharf, which actually we should probably remember as we're doing the foliage down here. I don't want it to go up so high that you can't see the wharf, so we'll have to keep it low in that area. But you can see the path as well, so we'll have to keep the foliage low along here too. I don't want to end up covering up the path. I should probably take this as well. Oops. Trying to see, yeah, if I go too high here, it starts to block the path. So I want to try and keep that low. I can have a bush back here maybe. I don't want to get too repetitive with doing them on the corners, so I'll have to be careful. It's funny how much thought this kind of stuff can take. Like, it seems like the most simple thing, but when you're trying to do any kind of composition, I feel like that's where I end up. It's hard to talk over sometimes. I've had that happen when I was doing artwork live too. Sketching and ideas flowing, can totally talk through all of it. Problem solving, talk through that too. But then just kind of like getting down to a handful of blocks and kind of getting the composition or the look of something, I end up clamming up, which is weird. Anybody that's been here a long time, they're like, Joel not talk? What? That's not a thing. Here's where I want to try to get some different colors going just for fun. Plus you can't put grass on those. So it's kind of nice to have that break. Whoops. Wrong thing again. You get lost in the design? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I almost want to make this a little bit taller. I think I tried it once before. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably if it's taller than the light levels don't do what they're supposed to. No, it would be fine. It wouldn't reach as far down this way, but I think by moving those up a block, it would be good. A lot of times it's just a matter of balancing colors and different textures and stuff. Try not to put too many things in a row that are the same color. Voldare subscribing at tier 1, 7-month streak. Good afternoon. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here. And thanks for the support. Weirdly, I've not been talking that much this week. I've only done 2 streams and a podcast, but I can feel like my voice is going. I wonder if it's just because the humidity around here has been all over the map. Like, I slept last night with my window wide open and the fan going in January. Wild. That one dirt block really stands out, doesn't it? Do I have? Yes, I do have fern. Awesome. You know, I think it might be just easier to replace all of this with moss. Maybe we'll add some bushes or something, but for now, I think it has to be like that. That one's okay. Kind of slowly working our way from one sort of look to the other. Really stands out against the moss though. All right. Just enough dirt blocks to be, I think, still leave it like some variety, but not have it be something that looks kind of strange. So obviously along here I had done this kind of too high grass and fern technique, which is very effective. Missed a spot though. Was that carpet? Oh, it's a bush. Well, you can't see it, so I'm switching it. So that'll probably come in through about here. And then all this stuff is where I need to start putting in a few extra things. Definitely feel like we could do a bush right here. Oh, that kind of hides the path, doesn't it? Crap. I feel like we could probably put some carpet on top too. Kind of layer it in there. There we go. There's a weird delay when placing glass right now, which is or grass right now, which is weird. All right, let's grab more of this. Don't want to overdo it up here. I feel like it might end up being just a little bit on the sparse side. Just enough to see the tops of some grass. And I don't remember if I did much for mossy bits down there. Oh, I guess I did a fair bit actually, yeah. Maybe overdoing it. GrandpaCrafter, thank you very much for being here. Take it easy. Yeah, I think that works. Might not even need this one. Yeah, that feels better. Just trying to fill in the spots that might need a little bit extra care. It's a little bit too much in a row. Maybe we'll bump that over this way. I try not to line things up exactly, otherwise it looks kind of funny. The hard part is not to overdo it. Yeah. I think we're okay. Now I did bring the other azalea box over, and that means that I've got access to azalea saplings, which we can put in the ground in some spots. Thank you, SweetSandi. Much appreciated. They're a little bit on the bright side, so I want to use them sparingly. I do find they add a nice layer of depth, though. Not sure what it is about them. They've got like this sort of, there's a little bit of like brownish gray, green in there. Yeah, they got kind of a lime color too, which I guess goes with the azalea bush, now that I look at it. Yeah, I think that's working. Yeah, the sapling having the same color as the tree makes sense. You're right. You're right. All right, well, I guess the last part of this is going to be the grass and ferns. I'll start up here. I want to try to feather it out a little bit so it's not solid. I think I just got an ink sac without even trying. 2, as a matter of fact. Free stuff. And maybe... All right, now some of this we're going to want to have 2 blocks high. But not all of it. That's actually a pretty decent transition. I thought that was going to be a lot harder. Yeah, that's pretty smooth. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. Sandy, thank you very much. I'm glad you like it. Just a couple more pieces of grass along here, I think. Cool. All right. Well, I think as far as, you know, completing a step, that's pretty good. We managed to add the wharf. I'm not sure I like the boat, but we'll leave it there for now. We've added the wharf. We've finished the texture along the riverbank here and along here. And we textured the path. And then we added all of the foliage between the new point of interest and the existing landscaping that we had done before. So the other two things, or three things, I guess, that have to happen here. We have to do the other side of the bank, obviously. That can't be left like that. We also have to do some river decoration, like here, like underground or underwater, where there's like a rock here. And I want to get rid of some of this tall stuff. And I want to maybe put some more interesting things kind of like right here that you can see. And then over here as well, as the third and final thing in this area would be to just, this is cool looking, but like I want to customize kind of how it comes down in here. So I might have a couple of different things, maybe some rocks, or just, I want to have something that makes, maybe draws your attention to that culvert that runs underneath the road, right? Because that's the pond. You can see on the map, there's a little pond right there that drains underneath the road. I really like little features like that because I feel like it helps make your world make sense, right? When stuff like this happens, draining underneath the road. I don't know. It feels like something that would happen in real life. So anyway, as I mentioned before, we do have a bit of a storm coming through this weekend, so I should be able to stream tomorrow. It shouldn't be a big deal. It's probably going to be rain. It's more about the wind or potential snow. That could be a problem. Oh no! ScotsmanUK raiding with a party of 11 just as I'm saying goodbye. Crap. Well, thanks very much for the raid, Scotsman. As I'm wrapping up here, let us know what you were doing on stream. And I will give all of my followers and people here in chat a solid shout out to go follow ScotsmanUK. They've got some very cool projects, very ambitious, very fun projects on the go on their world. So Scotsman with 1T UK if you're watching on YouTube later, and go give them a follow. Thanks very much for the raid, and thanks for the sub. 10 months. Wow. You're almost at a year. That's amazing. Thanks ever so much. So yes, tomorrow we should be back streaming at 1 o'clock Atlantic. That's UTC minus 4 hours. I have to get up really, really early tomorrow because Pixel Riffs and I are interviewing Nembon from the Mojang team. But because of time zones and stuff, we have to do it like super early in the morning. So that'll be my morning. And then you can, of course, follow on social media at Joel Duggan. You can follow the Spawn Chunks podcast wherever you find them. And you can also listen to the Citadel Cafe, a new podcast. I shouldn't say new. There's new episodes out of those podcasts, but Citadel Cafe is 10 plus years old. But that's got the Holiday Roundtable is out right now. That was a fun episode. Myself, James the Civilian, Stephen ESC, and Alistair all hung out and talked about what we're looking forward to in 2024. So that was a good time. You can, of course, follow on social media and check out Patreon. Patreon is a great way to support your favorite podcasters and your favorite streamers. You can do that and become a member. You can join the Discord. It's all $2 a month, which is the most affordable way to support folks right now, and I truly appreciate it. Y'all are awesome. I'm going to see who's live to pass you along to play in Minecraft, and we'll see you tomorrow. I really like the way that this looks from this angle. That came out really well. You definitely notice it now, for sure. Sweet. See you folks tomorrow.